Welcome students in my biology classes. Today we are going to start the next topic of 12th biology, which is megasporogenesis, and the second next topic is development of female gametophyte. So first is the megasporogenesis, very important as per the board purpose and NEET. Megasporogenesis. First of all, the synopsis of this question when we attend for 3 or 4 mark question. First you have to define it, then write the process, and third draw the ray diagram. So we follow these points and then some special points which is important for NEET purpose. So first we take the definition of megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis means the process by which megaspore mother cell undergo in the meiotic division and produce a megaspore, or we can say in case of angiosperm plant the female gamete cell, female germinal cell undergo in the meiosis and then produce the female gamete. It is called megasporogenesis. As we know, in angiosperm plant the female gamete is called megaspore, so we can say that the process of formation of megaspore is called megasporogenesis. After the formation of megaspore, the single megaspore develop into the embryo sac. That time the condition is called development of female gametophyte. Again repeat, the process by which megaspore or the single megaspore which develop into the embryo sac, the condition or term is called development of female gametophyte. So both are the different topic. Clear? When we studies about the development of female gametophyte, we have to study about the megasporogenesis. But we have to study about, when we have to study about the megasporogenesis, it is not need to study about the development of female gametophyte as a board purpose. So first we take the megasporogenesis. Means the process by which megaspore mother cell undergo in the meiotic division and then produce a megaspore. Now, as we know, it is ovary, and in ovary the structure is called ovule. In ovule, we know the structure which is consist by the many cells. Parenchymatous cells, the structure is called nucellus. Now early time of the ovule, when it is not developed, that time it contain only the nucellus cell without integument and without any other structure. Now among these nucellus, one cell which is something different to other cell, the cell is called archaeosporial cell. The cell name is called archaeosporial cell. It is something different to another cell, and this cell is present at the micropyle end. It is an important point. The cell which is something different to other cell and also present at the micropyle end is called archaeosporial cell. Now archaeosporial cell, it is generally present in nucellus. It undergo in the division, which is mitotic division. So when archaeosporial cell undergo in the mitotic division, now it convert into the two cell. The first cell which is present in the outer side or wall side, the cell is called primary parietal cell. It is the first cell. And the second cell which is present at the center of nucellus, it is the center of nucellus. The cell is called primary sporogenous cell. So it is the second cell. Again repeat, when archaeosporial cell divide mitotically, it produces the two cell. One cell which is present outside the outside structure or the peripheral region, the cell is called primary parietal cell. And the cell which is present at the center, it is called primary sporogenous cell. Now work of primary parietal cell, wall formation, that means integument formation in case of ovule. And the work of sporogenous cell, it convert into the megaspore mother cell or the MMC cell. So one cell which is towards the wall, it is called primary parietal cell. Another cell which is present at the center is called primary sporogenous cell. And then primary sporogenous cell convert into the megaspore mother cell. Now it is the formation of megaspore. Now after the formation of megaspore mother cell, These megaspore mother cell undergo the division and then produce. So after the formation of megaspore mother cell, these megaspore mother cell or MMC, which is 2n, that means haploid number of chromosome. Among these cells, one cell contain the dense cytoplasm, increase its size and then undergo in the meiotic division. Larger nucleus and increase the size, and the one cell of megaspore mother cell undergo in the meiotic division, which is called reductional division. Now it produces a total 4 megaspores. Now these total 4 megaspores are in this position and all are in haploid condition. So all are the 4 megaspores which develop from the MMC cell. Clear? Now these 4 megaspore cell formation is called megasporogenesis. Clear? So all events happen in the nucellus, where the primary sporogenous cells develop into the MMC cell or megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell ready to prepare for the meiotic division. By meiotic division, it develop into the 4 haploid megaspore. Till the formation of megaspore, the process is called megasporogenesis. And now, among these 4 megaspore, the one megaspore is called functional megaspore. It is called functional megaspore. Why it is called functional megaspore? Because only the one megaspore capable to produce embryo sac. Only the one megaspore capable to produce embryo sac. And remaining 3 megaspore degenerate, degrade and release their nutrition to the functional megaspore. So it is the 4 megaspore which produced by the megasporogenesis. Among 4, only the one megaspore is a functional, and this megaspore which is present towards the chalazal end, because it is area where we can say the end, it is a chalazal end, and the end where the chalaza end is present, the megaspore is called functional megaspore. And 3 megaspore degenerate and release their nutrition to the functional megaspore. Now functional megaspore is ready to develop into the embryo sac or female gametophyte. Clear? So it is the process of megasporogenesis. Now some important facts which is related to the meat. First of all, archaeosporial cell. These archaeosporial cell, where they present, the cell which is present towards the micropyle end. Clear? So always archaeosporial cell present toward the micropyle end. It is complete events present in the nucellus. All event present in the nucellus. Second is important factor. Now, which type of division present in archaeosporial cell? It is simple mitotic division. How many cells produced by these archaeosporial cell? Most of cases produce 2 cells, primary parietal cell, primary sporogenous cell. Parietal cell always for wall formation and sporogenous cell always formation MMC or megaspore mother cell. So it is complete scenario of megasporogenesis. So you can take a screenshot. Yes, our next topic is development of female gametophyte or embryo sac. First we discuss the different name of these topic. First name is development of female gametophyte. Second, development of embryo sac. Third, monosporic, polygonum type, 7 cell, 8 nucleated. All are very important terms which related to the meat. Very confusable term. First is the embryo sac and then female gametophyte is a similar term. Clear? Megaspore. The functional megaspore is the first cell of female gametophyte. So female gametophyte and embryo sacs are the same term. First condition. Second, monosporic. Monosporic because only the one functional megaspore, develop embryo sac. Only the one functional megaspore develop embryo sac. That time condition is called monosporic. Clear? Again repeat. Only the one functional megaspore develop embryo sac. That time condition is called monosporic. So the development of female gametophyte is a monosporic. Polygonum, because it is present in a polygonum, it is an example. Next is 7 cell and 8 nucleated embryo sac. It is clear at the end of this topic. So now we start the development of female gametophyte. As we know, it is a single or functional megaspore. Functional megaspore. It contains nucleus and some cell organelle. Now, these functional megaspore nucleus divide and produce two nucleus. Now in third stage, due to presence of vacuole, it increase their size. First of all, now these two nuclei move towards the different pole, one towards the micropyle and other towards the chalaza end. So one move towards the micropyle end and second towards the chalaza end. And it increases size due to absorption of nutrient and then presence of vacuole. And these vacuole contain the cytoplasm. So it always increases size. Now in next phase, these cells undergo in the further meiotic division, further mitotic division. Here I want to explain that it produce total 8 cell and total 7 cell and 8 nucleated condition by 3 mitotic division. One cell produce 2 cell. These 2 cell produce total 4 cell. It is the first mitotic division, it is the second mitotic division, and each cell produce 2 daughter cells. So it is third mitotic division. So total 3 mitotic division used to develop in development of female gametophyte. So it is explanation how total 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, total 8 nucleus develop by the 3 mitotic division. So now the two functional megaspore or functional megaspore nuclei use the 3 mitotic division to produce a total 8 nucleus. In first stage, it produce 2 nucleus. Now these 2 nucleus move to their opposite sides, or we can say one at the micropyle end and second is chalaza end. Now after the moving the opposite pole, it again divide and then produce total 2 cell, and in final stage it produce total 4 from micropyle end, 4 at the chalaza end. Total 8 nucleus by 3 nuclear division. Now in next stage, among 4 nucleus, 3 nucleus remain at this region and 1 nucleus move at the center. Now at the micropyle end, the 3 nucleus remain and one moved at the center. So these three nucleus or structure of these called antipodal cell, it is called polar cell or secondary cell. Among these three, two cells are called synergid cell and one is called egg cell. So again repeat this process. After the formation of total 8 nucleus, now one nucleus from the upper side move at the center and one from micropyle side move at the center. So remaining 3 in the chalaza and remaining 3 at the micropyle end, and at the center the 2 nucleus. Now these 2 nucleus join and then produce a polar cell or secondary cell. Upper 3 nucleus produce antipodal cell by the covering of cytoplasmic layer or membrane. At the micropyle end, the 2 cells or 2 nucleus develop into the synergid cells and one into the egg cell. So it is a structure of embryo sac and it is the final development of embryo sac. So again repeat, the first is the megaspore. Functional megaspore contain the single nucleus and vacuole. Now it undergo in the 3 mitotic division. In first phase it produces a 2 nucleus. Now in next phase, due to increasing the size of vacuole, the embryo sac is also increased or megaspore is also increased and it produces a total 4 cells or 4 nucleus. Now among these 4 and 4 nucleus means 8 nucleus. One nucleus move at the center from upper side or chalaza end and one nucleus move at the center from the micropyle end. Now these arrangement in the upper region, the 3 cell is called antipodal cell, the center cell is called polar cell, and the micropyle side 2 cell is called synergid cell and 1 cell is called egg cell. Now egg cell and synergid cell, these two structure is called egg apparatus. So many time it asks in NEET examination and 1 mark question in examination, what is the egg apparatus? Egg apparatus is only the egg cell and then synergid cell, not the antipodal and polar cell. So egg apparatus is the egg cell and synergid cell. And the condition is called 7 cell and 8 nucleus. We can count it. Total 8 nucleus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the cell 1, 2, 3, 4. It is a single cell, 5, 6, 7. So state is called 7 cell and 8 nucleated structure of embryo sac. So it is a complete development of female gametophyte or embryo sac in angiosperm plant. Clear? You can take a screenshot if you can understand easily or like this video, so please subscribe it. Thank you.